Namaste. Welcome to class. In today's full body flow, we're going to challenge the balance a little bit while we focus on opening up the hips and strengthening the core. Let's begin today's class in extended child's pose, connecting to the breath. So with your knees wide enough for your ribs to fit in between, stretch back. So on your exhalation, just let your body drop into the ground and completely let go. And let yourself be fully here. And let yourself be a witness to the breath. Just notice how calming it is to be fully present, watching the breath moving in and out through the nose. Good, now come up. Come onto your hands and your knees. Stretch back into extended child's pose position. Open up through your armpits, all the way into your hands. And then glide forward as you inhale. Bring your hips towards your wrists. As you exhale, glide back into extended child's pose. As you inhale, come forward. One more time, exhale to glide back. And inhaling, come forward. Stretch back into child's or right into downward facing dog. Walk your feet to the front of your mat. Put a little bend in your knees as you let your head drop down. Roll yourself up to stand. Bring your palms together. With the eyes closed, take a slow breath in through the nose, fill up the lungs. And let it all out. Bring the arms down at your side. Inhale, raise your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen your spine. Bring the hands to the shins. Step your left leg back into a lunge, lower your knee down. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step back, plank position. Drop knees, stretch back into child's. Come back on the hands and knees and then lower your heart between your hands. Inhale into cobra. Lower your heart down, press back, child's pose or downward facing dog. Look in between the hands. Step your right foot up and then your left. Fold forward. Roll yourself up to stand. Spread the arms and reach up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Step your right leg back. Lower the knee down. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into plank position. Drop the knees, stretch back into extended child's pose. Open up through your armpits as you sink your hips back and stretch. Now come forward. Heart rolls through the hands. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Lower back down, press up into plank position or up onto hands and knees, your call. Glide back into down dog or stretch back into child's pose, depending on your strength and flexibility. Look between the hands. Step your left foot forward and then your right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Roll yourself up to stand. Spread the arms and reach up. Bring the arms down at your side. Inhale into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back into down dog. Press your left big toe mound down. Raise your right leg up behind. Inhale. Exhale, shift into plank. Pull your knee up to your chest. Press the floor away. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, knee to chest. Push the floor away as you round your back. Again, inhale, reach up. This time, step your foot up to your thumb. Inhale, come up into crescent lunge. Breathe in and out through your nose. Bring your hands back down. Step back to plank pose. Stretch back into down dog. Raise your left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Pull up. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, knee to chest. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Step your foot up to your thumb. Inhale, come up into crescent. Bring your hands down. Step back to plank position. Press back to downward facing dog. From down dog, look in between your hands. Step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow forward. Drop the hips for chair pose. Arms up. Stand in mountain pose. Bring your hands to your hips and sit like you're sitting in a chair again. Now wrap your left leg up and over your right leg for eagle legs. Bring your palms together. From here, you could hold with the palms together or try crossing your left elbow under your right for the shoulder stretch. From there, you could bend the arms and hook if you have the flexibility to. Otherwise, practice with the arms straight. Uncross the arms and the legs. Stand in mountain pose. Hands onto hips. Sit for chair. Wrap right leg over the left. Cross right elbow under left. if you're doing the arms. If not, just hold in prayer position. Uncross legs and arms. Stand in mountain pose. Inhale, raise both arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back into down dog or take a vinyasa. From down dog, step your right foot for warrior one. Turn your back heel down and inhale, come up. Now open up to your side for warrior two. Turn your right palm up. Reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to thigh, or hand down onto the block or floor. Left arm over your ear. Breathe into the stretch. Press into your feet and come back into warrior two. Hands to the mat. Step back. Plank position. Take a vinyasa or just go right back into down dog. Step your left foot for warrior one. Inhale, come up. Open up to your side, warrior two. Reverse warrior, flip your palm, inhale, reach up. Extended side angle, bring your forearm to your thigh, reach your arm over. Inhale, come back into warrior two. Place the hands on the mat, step back, vinyasa, or just stretch back into down dog. Now from plank pose, come onto your elbows. Press the forearms down, tuck your hips, roll the buttocks towards the backs of the knees, collarbones open. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips down, come into Sphinx pose. Now we're going to try an elbows flared variation of plank. So take your elbows wide, bring your hands into a diamond shape, thumbs just below your forehead. From here, we're going to tuck the buttocks, press the elbows down, and we're going to lift up onto the forearms and the knees. So from here, hollow out, tuck the ribs, tuck the buttocks, and then press up onto your forearms and your knees. Press the ground away from you with your forearms. Keep your shoulder blades in place. Start to look back towards your belly button. Keep rolling the buttocks under. Keep pressing the floor away as you hold. For 5, 4, lift like I put a flame right underneath your belly, a match, and you're pulling up and away from it. 2, press the ground away with your forearms, away from your face, and lower your belly back down to the ground. Lift your heart as you hold here and breathe. So this is really good for improving the strength of the core while mobilizing as we hold here, mobilizing the thoracic spine, getting the tummy time. This is really good for the shoulders and hips as well. Let's practice that one more round. Start to tuck the buttocks, roll the ribs, press the forearms, lift up. As you press the ground away, hold. For 5, 4, keep reaching the floor down and away from you. Shoulder blades stay on the back, neck long. Roll the buttocks, tuck, tuck, tuck. 2, 1, lower yourself back down. Modified Sphinx. Breathe. Good job. Now take your arms to your side. Lift the hands up, roll the buttocks down, and lift the legs up off the ground. To make this more challenging, you could take your arms out into a Y position, keeping the legs and the heart lifted, buttocks gripped. Even more challenging, bring the hands closer towards each other. Good, then lower yourself down. Press up into a plank pose. Stretch back into down dog or child's pose. Then drop the knees down onto the ground. Bring the right foot forward, left knee down. You can hold here in low lunge, melting the hips forward towards the heel. To intensify the stretch, you could bend your knee and reach back with your hand for your foot, but that's not a requirement. Good. Now release the lunge and we'll come into Ardha Hanumanasana. So either bring your hips back over top of your knee and stretch through your right foot towards the ground. You can hold here or you can go for the full splits. Whatever's available to you. If you have the toes pointed, plantar flexion, you can scoot the foot a little further forward and now practice dorsiflexion. If you're having to round your back in this position, I recommend elevating the floor or growing longer arms, either one. Release that and make your way back into down dog. Change sides, left foot forward, right knee down. Hold here, melting the hips towards the ankle, or you can reach back with your hand for your foot to take the bind. Good, release that and come into Ardha Hanumanasana or full Hanumanasana. Half splits or full splits. If you had the toes pointed, you could switch to dorsiflexion now. Good. Now release that. Make your way to seated. Sit up straight and tall with your legs crossed. Fold forward. You can rest your head if you like onto a block, or you can just fold and bring the hands towards the ground. Come back up, change the cross of the legs, and stretch forward. Come back up. Thank you for joining me for practice today. Namaste. If you have time now, lie down onto your back and take Shavasana. If you'd like to take a guided Shavasana for 5 minutes, you can click the link either here or here to practice a guided Shavasana. Thanks so much for joining me for this class. And if you haven't already, join the Conscious Movement community, and you can take your practice from whatever level you're at and help to advance it step by step. One of the most common comments that I get from members of the CMC is that they're amazed that they've been practicing yoga for years even, and they're amazed at their progress after just a couple of months. They were able to achieve things in their practice that they never thought possible, and all their dreams came true. Not really, but by following a course of progression in yoga, you'll find much more benefit than just practicing random classes. So I recommend doing that. You can click the link in the description or in the first comment and try the membership for 2 weeks free to make sure it's something you like, and cancel no problem. If you enjoyed today's class, you can hit the like button, and that will make sure that more yogis on YouTube get to see the class. Thanks again. Namaste.